My father-in-law stood up at my wedding rehearsal dinner, clinked his glass, and told 80 people that his son was settling for a simple girl with simple dreams. 10 minutes later, my phone buzzed with a notification that changed our lives forever and proved he had no idea who he was talking to. In my husband's family, I was always the placeholder. They're all surgeons and high-stakes litigators. I was just the girl who worked in tech. At every family Sunday dinner, they'd talk over me, acting like my job was just a cute hobby until I became a stay-at-home mom. His father, Richard, was the worst. He once told me right to my face that I should be grateful his son was willing to provide for someone without a real career path. My husband always defended me, but Richard just saw that as him being whipped. The night before our wedding, Richard decided to give a speech. He didn't talk about our love. He talked about his son's potential and how he hoped I wouldn't be a financial anchor dragging him down. The room went dead silent. My mom looked like she wanted to scream. I just sat there, squeezing my husband's hand, feeling that familiar heat in my chest. Then my phone vibrated. It was an encrypted email from the founders of the startup I joined 3 years ago. We'd been in stealth mode, which meant I couldn't tell a soul what I actually did. The email said, "Acquisition complete. Google bought us for $900 million. As a founding engineer with 3% equity, my little tech hobby had just turned into $27 million. Richard was still droning on about family legacies when I stood up. The scraping of my chair sounded like a gunshot. I walked over, took the microphone from his hand, and smiled. "Richard," I said, my voice perfectly calm. "You're right. Financial stability is so important, which is why I'm thrilled to announce that I've retired today. I just sold my company, and I'll be taking care of your son's potential for the rest of our lives." I showed him the wire transfer confirmation. His face went from smug to pale to a shade of purple I didn't know existed. My mother-in-law asked how much. I just looked her in the eye and said, "Enough to buy this entire hotel and everyone's dinner, but I think Richard should still pay for this one, since he's so worried about anchors." I walked out of that room with my husband, and we didn't look back. He knew I was a genius. He just didn't know I was a millionaire. If your family treated you like a placeholder until they found out you were the prize, would you let them back in or let them keep wondering how they missed it?